to the Charge d'Affaires of Malaysia.
Thank you, Mr. President. Malaysia would like to align itself with the statement made by Egypt on behalf of the G77 and China. I would also like to join out the delegation in congratulating you, Mr. President, for convening this HLPF session. We note that the HLPF theme, Transformation Towards Sustainable and Resilient Societies, highlights the paradigm shift of the Agenda 2030 and on the need to create international environment that could promote the SDGs implementations. Mr. President, Malaysia remains committed in supporting and implementing the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development as we embark on the next chapter of development towards becoming a high-income developed nation. We are pleased to inform that Malaysia is on the right track to achieving the 2030 Agenda. The current 5-year development plan, the 11th Malaysia Plan, 2016 to 2020, in many aspects mirrors the multi-dimensional nature of the SDGs. It will serve as an overarching and guiding policy for sustainable development. Malaysia is actively undertaking the implementation of SDGs, including Goals 6, 7, 11, 12, 15, and 17 that are under review for this year under the SDG roadmap approved by the Malaysian Cabinet in September 2016. Under this SDG roadmap, Malaysia had established the National SDG Council and the National Steering Committee. Mr. President, we have taken 5 concrete steps to execute the 17 SDGs in a more systematic and measurable manner. First and foremost, we established a multi-stakeholder participatory government structure spearheaded by the National SDG Council chaired by the Prime Minister. This is followed by our national SDG symposiums and forums to promote participation of stakeholders. Thirdly, Malaysia has conducted studies on data readiness and gap analysis. Malaysia has also undertaken a mapping exercise involving non-governmental, civil society organizations and the private sector to align the SDGs with the 11th Malaysia Plan initiatives. And finally, we have formulated a national SDG roadmap to guide the implementation of the SDGs. Thus, Malaysia is engaging with multi-stakeholders to increase the awareness of the 2030 Agenda at the grassroots level. We are willing to share our experiences with other developing countries and welcomes collaborations with other international partners to ensure an effective implementation of the SDGs for a successful conclusion of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Mr. President, let me conclude by underscoring that Malaysia has already started implementing the SDGs and is fully committed to see its full implementation. I thank you.
Je remercie I thank the Chargé d'Affaires of Malaysia